Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, the great millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered the four corners of the globe, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And I say Shabbat Shalom to your Akim out there. And this is another quick sit-down lesson on this March 31st, 2022. Again, on this Thursday night, on this Shabbat. And this is a news article right here from rtnews.com, World News. And the highlight of this, I meant to say Slovakia. And for this quick sit-down lesson, the title of it is going to be Rumors of Wars. And this is from RT.com, like I mentioned before, and this was published on March the 31st, 2022. And the highlight of this news article, and it reads, Azerbaijan planning a large-scale attack, Armenian claims. Yerevan claims Baku is looking for a pretext for a military offense. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has accused Azerbaijan of trying to create a pretext for launching a large-scale attack on Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh. And it says the latter is a dispute region, most of which has been under Yerevan's de facto control since the collapse of the USSR in 1991. In the fall of 2020, Armenia and Azerbaijan fought a relatively short but bloody war over the territory it ended, with Baku making gains and Russia brokering a peace agreement, which saw Moscow send peacekeepers to the area. Pashinyan cited Baku's claim that Yerevan has not responded to its 5-point peace settlement proposal sent via Minsk Group established in 1992 by the OSCE. On March the 10th, according to the Armenian Prime Minister, his government responded on March the 14th. Speaking on Thursday at a government meeting, Pashinyan said that the Baku first dumps these on a diplomatic or public platform, ascribes some promises to Armenia, claiming that the Yerevan is not complying with the agreements. The Pashinyan believes that the Baku is trying to legitimize a large-scale attack on Armenian and Azerbaijan, Nagorno-Karabakh, if I pronounced that right, Slovakia. There is a considerable concern in Yerevan that an Azeris might take advantage of the current situation where Russia is involved in the Russian conflict. Nevertheless, the Prime Minister expressed hope that despite rising tensions and bilateral relations, his upcoming meeting in Brussels with Azerbaijan President Ilham Aliyev and European Council President Charles Michel on April the 6th will bear fruit. I once again express Armenians' readiness to sign a peace agreement with Azerbaijan. Armenia is ready for the immediate start of peace negotiations. On Thursday, Azerbaijan's leader also expressed support for a peace agreement as soon as possible. The last few weeks has seen a significant escalation in tensions around the Nagorno-Karabakh, a region populated with ethnic Armenians, but internationally recognized as Azerbaijan, with the international community expressing concerns over the developments. And Armenia has accused of Azerbaijan seizing two villages of Kermak and Parku, which the Azerbaijanis call Faraku, located in the Artemix line, which was established in 2020 between the Azerbaijan and a self-proclaimed Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. NKR Armenia media claims that the ensuing firefight, which allegedly involved Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2 combat drones, resulted in more than a dozen wounded and 3 killed on its side, as well as the unspecified number of Azerbaijan casualties. It says Baku denied the accusation, saying its troops were simply continuing the process of clarifying their locations and positions where the use of force. However, on March the 26th, Russian peacekeepers who are currently patrolling the NKR reported that the Azerbaijan military has violated the ceasefire. Right, because I believe early sometime in January or February, I believe they had the resurgence of the tensions between these two groups of people. And back to the reading. However, on March the 26th, Russian peacekeepers who are currently patrolling the NKR reported that the Azerbaijan military has violated the ceasefire, launching airstrikes against the forces out of the breakaway regions. Baku then accused Russia of taking an one-sided view of the events, blaming Armenia for the escalation. Azerbaijan claimed that it was responding to a covert attack by the illegal Armenian forces. So that goes into these nations have these long-term conflicts with one another. That goes back into the nations should rise against nations, and you should hear wars and rumors of wars. And this is what the sit-down lesson that I titled for this lesson. Just like even though I believe both sides over there in Yemen with the Houthi rebels and the Iran-backed allies with Houthis in the Saudi Arabia coalition, I believe they came to a momentarily ceasefire, I believe. But I expect for that to break away. They're going to continue back with their escalations. Just like the same thing with Azerbaijan and Armenia. They've been having a long conflict for a while now, even though tensions been settled down. It's been up and down with the tensions. But I expect to see the increase of tensions again, unless it's going to be an agreement on both sides. But I believe you're still going to see tensions here and there between these two different nations. Just like with Iran and Israel, same thing. And with the Israeli and Palestine territory, nations going against one another as well too. So in the last days you're gonna hear an increase of rumors of wars of the nations against nations and the kingdom against kingdoms as well too. So it's gonna continue to further increase. You might hear you might have moments of these nations have a little momentarily of peace talks and treaties and everything like that, but the attention's gonna escalate once again, And I'm gonna bring the scripture out of about the wars, rumors of wars. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6, and it reads, "And ye should hear wars and rumors of wars," right? That's what we're hearing right now, and it's increasing of the wars and rumors of wars. "And ye should hear wars and rumors of wars. Say ye see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet," right? Because the end is not yet. Because, the MOTB is going to come into full effect, right along with the imminent of coming of World War III, because we at the doorsteps of it, right along with the MOTB, which is the Charagma, which you can read in the book of Revelations 13, verse 17, in those scriptures. I just quoted, and verse 7. In the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7, and it reads, "For nations shall rise against nations," as you see in that right now as well, too, of these nations going against one another. Tensions might calm down, and then it's going to escalate once back again, as we see in that, in these last days, because we are living in biblical prophecy times, with these biblical prophecy times in these last days. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines," right? We're seeing the famines around the world as well, too. Like the famine of the word, the food shortages, which is coming soon to Babylon the Great. And we've been seeing signs of that throughout all last year and this year as well, too. And expect to see the increase of the famines as well, too, around the world and in the daughter of Babylon, according to the Holy Scriptures. And pestilence, these different type of disease, because you got that lockdown over there in Shanghai. That's increasingly, the cases going up over there. You're going to see the return of I believe it was like a couple of days ago or last week, it was a return of a bird flu. So these new different types of pestilence and pestilence that been used to hearing, making its comeback, and a new type of increase of new other pestilence gonna come as well too in these last days, around the world. And earthquakes in diverse places, right? We've been seeing continual high magnitudes of earthquakes around the world. Examples of magnitudes of earthquakes, I'll say like a 5.8 magnitude of an earthquake, 5.8 or 6.0, 6.3, 6.5, 6.7, 6.9, 7.0, 7.1, 7.5, 7.7, and these are biblical prophecy times that we are living in. But back to the matter at hand, my main focus was of this news article that I just brought out of the increase of wars and rumors of wars. You're going to see a continual increase of these wars and rumors of wars, Like I mentioned again, you're going to have times, these nations come with peace treaties to calm tensions down, but it's going to escalate back up again, in these last days, because these are the signs of the times that we are living in currently, in these biblical prophecy times, And so with that, I hope this quick sit-down lesson was edifying on this Shabbat through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. Until next time, I will say Shabbat Shalom and the Ball Ball.